How did someone ruin a first date so badly you'll never forget it? I matched with this girl on a dating app who seemed perfect. Great conversation, shared interests, and she suggested we meet at this upscale Italian restaurant. I was excited. I arrived 5 minutes early and told the hostess I was meeting someone. She seated me at a nice table, and I waited, and waited. 20 minutes later, my date finally showed up, but she wasn't alone. She walked in with another guy, saw me, and waved. They both came to my table. I stood up confused, and she said, "Hey, this is Marcus. I hope you don't mind, but I invited him too." I blinked. "You invited him to our date?" She laughed. "Oh, it's not like that. I just thought it would be fun to hang out as a group." Marcus looked as confused as I felt. Turns out a she'd told him the exact same thing, that they were meeting for a date, and she'd invited a friend to join. She had double booked us, but it gets worse. As we sat down, she pulled out her phone and said, "Actually, I invited one more person. Jake should be here any minute." I looked at Marcus. Marcus looked at me. We both looked at her. "How many people did you invite?" Marcus asked. "Just 4 total. I thought it would be like a fun group dinner." She had turned our individual dates into a group hangout without telling anyone. Jake arrived 10 minutes later, also thinking he was on a one-on-one date. The three of us sat there in stunned silence while she cheerfully ordered appetizers for the table and started asking us about our jobs like this was speed dating. Marcus was the first to snap. "I'm sorry, but I thought this was a date. Like, a date. She looked genuinely surprised. "It is. We're all dating. It's efficient." Jake put down his menu. "Wait, are you dating all of us at the same time?" "Well, yeah. Why limit yourself to one person when you can get to know multiple people?" I had to admire the honesty, if not the execution. That's when she dropped the real bomb. "Actually, this is kind of like an audition. I'm trying to decide who I want to go on a real date with." The entire table went silent. The waiter approached to take our order and immediately sensed the tension. Marcus stood up first. "I'm out." He threw a 20 on the table and left. Jake followed. "This is insane." Another 20, and he was gone. I sat there for a moment looking at her as she casually buttered a breadstick like nothing happened. "So," she said, "looks like you won by default. When do you want to plan our real date?" I stood up, put down my own 20 and said, "I think I'll pass on the prize." As I walked out, I heard her call the waiter over. "Can I get this to go? And do you guys validate parking?" A week later, she texted me asking if I knew any single guys she could meet.